Hello and welcome to BCR. Let's get your trading day started with the following financial news and market headlines.
On Wednesday, the U.S. dollar index rebounded to 105.20, with a nearly 1% increase. The dollar strengthened due to the strong CPI data for March in the U.S., which led the market to start abandoning hopes for a Fed rate cut in June. At this stage, the market remains largely calm. Meanwhile, U.S. Treasury yields seem to be supporting the dollar, while smaller data releases have failed to provoke significant reactions. This data will continue to stimulate expectations for the Fed's easing cycle, which is currently expected to begin in June. In 2 months of high inflation, the Fed has raised its forecasts, but Jerome Powell has confirmed a complacent attitude towards this data. After the U.S. released inflation data for March on Wednesday, gold prices were on the defensive. The data, showing a rise in both monthly and yearly figures, could weaken the Fed's intention to ease policy. Following the data release, U.S. Treasury yields rose, the dollar climbed, and U.S. real yields broke through the 2% mark, posing resistance to precious metals. In the early European trading session on Wednesday, gold prices rose to around $2,355. Expectations for a Fed rate cut this year, central bank purchases, and tensions in the Middle East supported the rise in gold. On Wednesday, Israeli Foreign Minister Israel Katz warned that Israel would retaliate if Iran launched attacks from its territory. Following the release of the U.S. inflation data for March, oil prices have been consolidating around $85.50. Direct involvement of Iran in the Gaza conflict and further attacks by Ukraine on Russian refineries could further tighten oil supply. WTI crude prices have been in a negative zone for the 4th consecutive trading day. The U.S. employment report released last week sparked speculation that the Fed might delay rate cuts this year. An unexpected increase in U.S. crude inventories also exerted some selling pressure on WTI prices. The commander of the Iranian Revolutionary Guard Navy stated that the Strait of Hormuz could be closed if necessary.
We hope you enjoyed today's market outlook. If you have any questions or topics you'd like us to cover, feel free to leave a comment below. Remember to join us tomorrow morning for the freshest news.